battle of wits and words from Singapore's best and brightest. Students from secondary schools all over the country came together to debate financial issues in the preliminary round of the budget debate. The young debaters were exuberant and fired up. But has this new pool of debaters ever lost their temper during a debate?
Sometimes it is difficult and it tests our temper.
And point, sir.
But I think many times Chloe and I have just had to look at each other and say, relax, cool down, keep it cool. Because if you lose your temper, you're not going to be able to debate, you're not going to be able to think straight.
I remember I had a debate once about sovereignty, and the opposing team said that sovereignty was more important than a human life. So I was against that, and I got quite agitated, I suppose. And I didn't do well, so it was a lesson learned.
Have you ever lost your temper at another debater?
Just a few months ago, we were debating, I can't even remember the motion by now. It was just, I felt our opponents were ignoring us, and somehow it gets really annoying. So I just blew up. But
What did you do?
I believe I screamed the POI and yelled at the speakers during my speech, but not more than that.
Were there any repercussions of that?
Well, I think they hate me.
Emotions run high as the debate raged on inside the auditorium.
No, thank you, sir.
This year's format was new to most of the debaters. There were two teams on each side, representing groups like the Ministry of Finance or job seekers.
It was a good experience, largely because it is a new format. I mean, we've been debating in the circuit for a long time now, and it's interesting to see a new side of debate and see a new way that debates can be conducted.
But how well versed on financial issues are a group of secondary students who still get pocket money from their parents?
Actually, debaters tend to talk about a lot of things other than finance. So finance is something that we do, but we don't actually specialize in it. I do like finance though, it's quite alright. I think finance is really important, running of the economy. The economy is what gives my dad his job, that kind of thing.
The debaters were given motions that range from unemployment to foreign workers.
When we bring foreign workers in large scale, we are effectively diluting our way of life. You don't think so?
No, sir, I don't think we're diluting our way of life. I think we're making it more diverse. And
No,
more
ma'am. That would have almost been true if you were first level records in the 1800s, when Singapore was merely a country sport. But we think that we have developed into a country in our own right. We are a nation state.
They were cheered on by their supporters, some of whom were helping the debaters keep track of the time with fingers in the air.
So thank you, sir.
I love the beauty of an argument. It's just so graceful and beautiful how the logic falls into place.
Surviving is not what life is all about. So people will, after all, go out and look for jobs actively and not only rely on the government. No, thank you, sir.
The clash of ideas and how real it is. It's the best thing in the world to do.
I like to act in different roles, so when you get into different perspectives, being able to speak up for people whom you don't necessarily believe that they are right, but it's very interesting.
There's always something to think about, so I think debating also keeps you alert. It actually helps in your studies because your English your grammar and your vocab actually improves.
Debate really improves our social life because it makes us more confident and more capable to go out there and just talk to people, even people we don't know, and just ask them questions. It just makes it easier. It makes it easier to communicate. Yeah.
Right.
I think that when you hear something and then you just go, that's pure brilliance. Yes, then it's like this moment of revelation. I never thought about it that way.
But the debate was also about winning and advancing to the finals. The four teams which made it through were Anglo-Chinese School Independent, Hwa Chong Institution, Raffles Institution, and Methodist Girls' School. And despite a heated debate, the teams exchanged handshakes and were all smiles at the end of the day.